If you're on the phone and you can hear me and you have your computer turned down, welcome to CNET Live. You're here with Brian, Lexi, and Steven. What's up?
Hello.
Hey, what's going on? What's your name?
Oh wow, they really punched me through. That's cool. Hey, I was tripping out about how Google Assistant is now in the iPhone.
Yeah.
And I just feel like it seems like Google can see that Apple's struggling, and they're like, well, you know what? Since our cell phone sales were down with the Pixel, let's just move in on Apple and take over Apple.
Well, I don't know if it's going to be let's take over Apple. I think Google's very smart with trying to kind of be platform agnostic, but at the same time be very Google and centric as well, to make sure that you're in the Google ecosystem, even if you're across platforms, because iOS users and Apple users are a very dedicated user base, and Apple is a massive company, and so it doesn't really make sense to ignore that user base, even though statistically there are less iPhones in use than Android phones in the world. So Google's very clever in making sure that all of its the ways it's trying to talk to people, and through all the apps that it has, that it's trying to reach as many platforms as possible. Because if you think about it, most people on iOS are probably going to be using Google as their primary search engine anyway, and most people probably have a Gmail account, so it makes sense to have a lot of the functionality available so you can go cross-device. Not necessarily that iOS users are going to end up migrating to Android. That's probably pretty unlikely unless you're constantly looking for kind of the best hardware all the time. But I think it's a really great idea that Google's decided to make sure that it's got the ability to reach users everywhere that they are, not just on Android specifically.
Yeah. Well, I love the Apple hardware, but the ecosystem drives me nuts. But if they came out with like a Google Play Edition iPhone, I would be on point.
That is the holy grail. That is the holy grail, like right there, right? Like, come on, but we can all dream.
Google's super sneaky, and they're not going to say, "Oh, we're taking over Apple," because it would just be this huge thing. So what they're doing is they're like, "Oh yeah, here, look, try our Google stuff through Apple." It's not like Apple's sharing Siri with Android, but sure enough, Android's sharing everything with Apple.
And let's be real. I don't think Android wants Siri.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on now. Like, hey guys, here's our Siri app, Android users. Not going to work out like that way.
Yeah, Google Assistant all the way. It's definitely insane, and it's a fun ride to watch. And I'm also interested in seeing a phone that has the Tango, Google, what is it? The VR Daydream.
Yeah.
Your camera be not covered, because the Google Daydream VR, it has a cover over the camera, but it'd be nice to be able to have a little window to see what's going on outside of your phone, so you can walk around and not bump into stuff.
Are you telling me you want to wear a VR headset in public while walking around? Because that's what it sounds like.
Yeah. Let's just say, Starbucks, that'd be nice. I don't, just order my coffee and not have to worry about knocking over my muffin while I'm watching a video and looking like a tool.
Wait, you won't look like a tool with the VR headset on, right? Just knocking over your coffee is the problem, right?
I'm kidding. It's a cool. I'm noticing that it'd be nice to be able to, because they're doing this whole AR VR merger thing, and so I'm surprised that they haven't come out with a phone that has the dual camera feature where you can see overlay. Because
these
kids
bro.
They're walking
coming.
around with their cell phone to their face all the time. Anyways, you might as well just wear it on your head.
It's coming. It is coming.
Yeah.
So, Christopher, thanks so much for calling, man. We really appreciate it.
Yeah. Oh, thank you very much. This is great.
Awesome. All right, have a great day.
Bye.
You too. Bye.
So,
I got that SNL video.
Okay, I just wanted, because when we were talking about